Okay, so this is just going to be a very quick review of our listing concierge timeline. So for those of us that utilize listing concierge, we know really it's kind of a misnomer. We do have to have a listing to use it, but really it's a marketing concierge. It's there to market me, myself, and I, the listing agent, in addition to the property. Of course, we're always going to let the seller know we're there to list that property for them and to showcase the property. But I want to make sure that I'm showcasing myself. We know that listings, they bring in business, they bring in buyers, they bring in leads, and that's how I'm going to build my business and ultimately make more money. Because you guys know all about making more money. So once we go into listing concierge and we're placing our order, sometimes I need to manage the expectations. I need to manage my own expectations as well as those of my client. I also want to be very organized with my marketing. And when I have those proofs coming back to me, I want to make sure that I'm going into the system and I'm getting those proofs and I'm proofing them and I'm sending to print. Now, as an agent, I do have complete and full control over my marketing in this system. One of the pieces that I absolutely love about it. So my listing concierge coordinator and my field marketing specialist, they're not able to go in and actually send anything to print on my behalf, but they can help me proof things. We can always go through and walk you through some of the things with you just as an added benefit. So on the listing concierge tab or the tile that you're going to see for the app in your desk, you're going to see right here that we have listing concierge. We have a comprehensive listing marketing program. I'm going to make that bigger just so that we can see it really, really well. We have our listing dashboard. So if we click through, we're just going to get to our listing dashboard. If we click there or click into the little circle, we also have this kebab menu here. This little 3-dot ellipsis, the little menu bar. Everybody calls it something a little bit different, but we have a help center that's here. Anything that we might need, we can click through. We can get through, and there's a welcome in there. There's some information about our packages and getting started. So if I go through to getting started and I click on helpful materials, what that's going to do is give me a listing concierge order timeline. What can I expect after placing my order? So when I click on that, it's going to give me this handy dandy sheet. And I'm going to blow that up so we really can get into it and see it. But here's my listing concierge order timeline. This is very important. The reason this is so important is because I'm not just going to slap a sign in the yard and throw this out on the MLS like every other agent that's out there. I'm going to add to my value proposition, and I'm going to let my sellers know in a listing appointment. When you book with me, you not only get me, but I have a marketing specialist that I work with one-on-one to market your property. I also have a professional photographer and a digital marketing team. Now, are all of those things expensive? They are. Are they an added cost to you, the seller? They are not. We are partnering to sell your home. The goal is to give you the best service possible. That is my goal as your agent. Best service possible and the best marketing. And the best marketing doesn't happen overnight. With this best marketing, we're gonna spotlight your property. We're gonna bring in the best buyer and the best terms and the best price. That is our goal. Now, notice I've just said best, best, best. Psychologically, hopefully now they're thinking I'm the best. Now they're going to list with me. Once I have the order, I do have a timeline for everything that's going to come back from listing concierge. We know that good marketing doesn't happen overnight. So in order to get started on the production of all of our marketing, the listing concierge team will need both your photos and your marketing copy. So when you go into listing concierge, marketing copy is going to be listed as your here. So I'm actually going to show you because sometimes I forget. So we're going to go into listing concierge, and I'm actually going to go in as an agent so that I can show you in the system 2 different things that we need. We need our property photos, and we also need our listing property description. So we all call it something different. Sometimes it's marketing copies, sometimes it's a property description, sometimes it's your listing remarks. Basically, whatever you're sticking into the MLS, whatever you're inputting there, will work for whatever you want on your brochure, on your website, on your postcards, things that you're going to use to market that property. And don't forget, just as a best practice, I want to talk about the property, but if that property is in a very good location, if it's conveniently located next to maybe near some major roadways or a highway, for examples, it may be in a neighborhood that has a really great park, that has public boat launch or some nature trails, fishing piers. Maybe there's a local marina not far away. Maybe it's in a planned urban development. So really everything's kind of intermingled. They can go right down the street and put gas in their car, go right down the street to the grocery store, right in the middle of the neighborhood. So remember, just as you're doing your property description, just some tips and tricks there as well. Once I have that property description and my photos in the system, I'm going to place my order. And again, once those two things are included, now I know that I've said that several times, but I've had agents that have gone in and placed an order. They get their photos back and they have not included their marketing copy. And they've come back to me and said, I don't understand what I'm waiting on. I don't have any proofs. Nobody's gotten back to me. The system needs these two things. That's the catalyst for you to get your listing concierge coordinator and to get the show on the road. So what we're going to do is we're going to order those photos. We know that when we place our order, that is a request for photos. So they do have up to, I believe, 24 hours to get back to us. But within 2 business days of us placing this order, we will have a concrete photography appointment. So if, for example, today is Thursday, it is March 4th. If I reach out and I say that I want photos tomorrow at 9 a.m., they have up to 24 hours to get back to me. Now, in most cases, the photographers will reach out to you as soon as possible. Now, they will email you. So I want to make sure that I'm looking at my CB Move or cbrealty.com email, and I'm looking for that email from the photographer to either confirm or to reschedule that appointment for a time that they have available. You will never wait a week for your photographer. So they're going to get you in within 3 business days of your request. If you opt out of photography, the production of this order starts when you upload your professional photography. Please note that if you have opted out to save $50 for silver, $50 for gold, or $80 for platinum, they cannot use your cell phone pictures in most cases. They just don't work. Digitally, they're not a high enough resolution. So definitely take advantage of the photography here. Or again, if you have a relationship with your own photographer, I know several agents that have their own cameras. Again, just make sure that you're in here and uploading those photos. Once the photos are taken, the photographer will upload them into Listing Concierge on your behalf. Here you can see photos uploaded by photography company, and they are uploaded within 24 hours of your photo shoot. So just know that they are uploaded for you within 24 hours. If I have these pictures taken on Friday at 9 a.m., I will receive them by Monday, because remember, those are business days. If Monday is a holiday, then it will be Tuesday. So in most cases, a lot of agents I know, they just try to get those photos taken on a Monday or a Tuesday. It's kind of the catalyst for the rest of the week. Agent profile must be completed. Usually that's just generally to place your order. That is all of your information, including your headshot, and just make sure that you've gone in and created that for your marketing and your digital marketing. Also, the photos, again, do have to be uploaded. Your marketing copy, remember, that is the property description, has to be in the system. And then within 2 days, you're going to get an e-flyer. Within 2 days, you can do that print and go. And honestly, that's pretty much instantaneous now. Within 2 days, you'll have a just listed mailer, your mobile brochure rider, can be installed when your sign goes up. You just have to get that from your sales support administrator in your office, your SSA, so the person that does all the processing. Your brochure is available in 1 business day. Now, when it says brochure, it is talking about a proof. So obviously we're not going to have our brochures back within a day, but we're going to have that proof. As the agent, I do have the responsibility of going in and proofing that, sending that to print, and those brochures usually do come within a day or 2 of me hitting that print button. The property website will be in 1 day. So you can see I kind of read from left to right. We should have gone around and gone from right to left, but you'll see, immediately you get that property website, immediately you're going to get that brochure proof. Everything else is going to come within the next few days. And then also social and web advertising. So that's powered Boost by Home Spotter. That is a tile that you can go into through Desk. You can look at what that ad's going to look like. I highly recommend you add your seller's information. That just means that the property ad is going to follow them around the internet when they go to CNN or HGTV, theweatherchannel.com. They're looking up, March Madness on NBCsports.com, wherever they're going, or maybe some race information. They're going to see their ad. So, they've gone there for one thing, but now they're seeing their ad. They're seeing that you did what you said you were going to do. And this is a little bit of a lie here too. We're in the Mid-Atlantic, so I guess we're special. We get that for silver, gold, and platinum. So after the package is ordered, within 24 to 48 hours after the property's on the MLS. So you do have to have an MLS number. That's the catalyst to get that portion started. If you've placed your order, you don't have that MLS number yet, no fear. Your listing concierge coordinator will reach out to you if you forget to go back in and put that in there. So just always be on the lookout for their emails. That professional photo slideshow with the professional voiceover actor, that's done within 7 days of your script approval. So just know you do have to go and approve that script. And you might say, well, why do I have to approve the script? I've gone in and put in a property description. So the silver, they have 20 seconds. Gold, we have 30 seconds. And platinum, we have 40 seconds to go in and get that information. And sometimes all of this information doesn't quite fit in 20 seconds. So sometimes they have to whittle it down a little. They just want to give you the opportunity, again, to have that complete control over your marketing. Make sure that, if the seller is adamant that that white kitchen is mentioned, that they haven't removed it, and then your seller is a little mad. And also the update here, within 5 business days. So there's no proof sent. It is handled by the regional marketing team that is automatically sent out to all of the agents in the area. Again, if I'm, for example, let's say I am listing a house in 21204, which is Towson, and I've listed that property. This is the update is going to go to any agents that work in that area, that have bought in that area, sold in that area, listed in that area, rented in that area. If they're doing business in that area, they're going to get your listing. So that's a very powerful thing, again, to say in a listing presentation, like we're sending this out to there's 30,000 agents in our area. So we're pinpointing the particular agents in that area. Also gold and platinum. Please pardon my phone, telemarketing. So we do get a client report. So after your professional photo slideshow is ready, those 7 business days, they're going to go ahead and get that client report together for you. You're also able to add to it if you've done an open house. If you've done any other kind of marketing, you're able to put that in there. Maybe you took out an additional social ad engine ad, you can put that in there as well. And then your just sold postcard, that does, of course, it has to settle. So not just when it's sold, if it's under contract, but it actually has to go to settlement and settle and close. So once that's happened, you do have to let your listing concierge coordinator know that, and that will be the catalyst for them to get that done. So these timelines are only for receiving your proofs. So when we say your brochure proof is going to get to you, you're able to go in that same day and send it to print. Obviously, we know with the mail the way it is, usually you do tend to get that within a day or 2. Please do pardon the residential brokerage down here. And also, they are shipped UPS next day air. So you should be getting those within a day or 2 after you have sent them to print. All the final timing is dependent on you, the agent, making sure that you're going in. If you have an assistant that does that for you on your behalf, that we have that information available to you, so you know that is the catalyst for that. There's 2 extra days for processing for the trifold mailer that goes out, but it will be sent out. Just listed mailers are sent first class, and usually those hit the mailboxes within 2 to 5 business days after your approval. Proofs are guaranteed during business days and hours only. So Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the same that I work. But that's Pacific Standard Time. That is very beneficial to us here on the East Coast because that means you have until 8 p.m. If you reject anything, so we don't really reject anything anymore. We're working on getting this updated, but you're able to go in now and actually proof things and change things around if you want to. But know that if you don't want to go and change that and you ask the listing concierge coordinator to do it, that rejection could add some extra time or a delay to your marketing. So we will work on getting this updated just a little bit, but for the most part, this is the case. But really, honestly, as much as I love this timeline, where it's really at is when I go to desk and I click on this button. Even better, because you guys asked for it, you gave that feedback that you always see on the ends of all of the pages. We have an actual timeline. And a general timeline is great, but I need dates. Like I need to know as an agent, when do I need to go in and do this proof? I need to put it on my Outlook calendar. I need to give myself a reminder on my phone. Maybe I've put it in InTouch reminder or dot loop task. Anything that you use to be organized. We're going to click on that. We're going to go through. We're going to look at the Mid-Atlantic region because that's where we are. We're going to hit next. And then we need the date that the photography is uploaded into the Listing Concierge system and that marketing copy. And remember when I said marketing copy, it's that property description. So we're going to go in and we're going to figure out. So maybe today I had placed my order and I asked for my photographer to meet me tomorrow. Let's say that my photographer was actually able to make that work. They had an open appointment, excuse me, and they did the photography on a Friday. Remember, this is business days. So if I do the photography on a Friday, I'm going to get my photography back on Monday. If I do my photography, let's say I met with the photographer this morning. Today is Thursday. And it is March 4th. That means they have 24 hours. So by tomorrow on Friday, I'll get those photos back. So I can go ahead and click this little calendar right here, and I can put down that I'm getting those photos back on the 5th. So just make sure that you do realize, so it does go through from Sunday through Sunday. Just make sure you're looking at the date and the day of the week. So I'm going to get those back on Friday the 5th. Now my delivery date. So you'll see here, it's not going to be the 6th because that's a Saturday. Had I put down if it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, it would gladly be the next day. But for this purpose, because I got my photos done on a Thursday, I received them back on a Friday. That means that the listing concierge coordinator then has to get in and get to work, and I will get those back on Monday. So here I know that my property website has gone live on Monday. I will receive my brochure proof on Monday. That means on Monday, I need to go into the system. I need to proof the brochure. If it looks good and it's exactly the way I want it, I'm going to send it to print. Maybe I want some of the photos to change. I have the capability as an agent to do that myself. If you get stuck, reach out to your field marketing specialist. That's me. Or reach out to your listing concierge coordinator. And you're always going to be able to find that coordinator on the very bottom left-hand side of your screen. So here's Angel's information with her name, her phone number, her email address, and the main listing concierge number as well. Just know that your concierge coordinator does have several other orders that they're working on, and he or she may not answer immediately. They do time block during the day because, again, if she's doing my marketing, I don't want her to be interrupted by someone else. So I wouldn't want to interrupt her while she's working on something either. So just know that they are very good about emailing you back or calling you back. But if you need an immediate answer, if you're starting to panic or you feel that it's very urgent, you can also call the main number as well. So here again, I had my photos taken on a Thursday. I have my photos back on Friday. The following Monday, my website is live. My brochure proof has come to me. If I send that to print, I will get that again. UPS, it's overnight delivery by the next day. And then also the following day, so Tuesday, I'm going to get the proof for that mailer. So let's say I did silver, it's going to be my just listed postcard. If I did gold or platinum, it's going to be that trifold mailer in that pretty silver envelope. That proof's going to come to me again. I can go in and edit that as I need to. My listing concierge coordinator is going to do all of it for me. And I'm going to go in, I can look at that proof and I can hit the print button. Now remember, it's going to take 2 to 5 days for those to go out, but that's the mail. So again, those will go out for you. And then the property e-blast, that's also going to come out the same day. And it's very important for you to have your people in Prospect Square. I always go back to, if you buy a Happy Meal, you don't throw out your French fries. If you do, be friends with me. I like French fries. But this is kind of like the French fries of your listing concierge order. So I've placed the order and I've paid for it. I've paid for a property e-blast to go out to my sphere of influence. I want it to go to my clients. I want it to go to my prospects. Honestly, if it's me, I just want it to go to every single person that I know. I want everybody to see that I have this great new listing and that I do this fancy, pretty marketing because it's my marketing. Make sure that that's in there. Your listing concierge coordinator will reach out to you. For those of you that used this system back in the day when it first came out, there was a place for you to put in your Prospect Square groups. That is no longer available. So your listing concierge coordinator will ask you, are there groups that you want to send this to? Just make sure you have those all done in Prospect Square. And then also that day, you can go in. It says gold and platinum only. It is also silver in the Mid-Atlantic area. So we're pretty special. Excuse me. I can go in. I'm going to see that on the 9th, I need to make sure that I've gone in to my Home Spotter by Boost or Boost by Home Spotter, however you want to call it. I want to make sure that I've gone into that particular tile. You'll see here from the timeline, we'll get rid of some of that other stuff. But from this, by the 9th, I need to make sure that I've gone in to proof that. So I do have to toggle a little bit differently than you, but when you click on Boost by Home Spotter, it's going to bring you up. And it's going to bring you up to your list of your listing concierge orders. So here you'll see these orders, and I would have to go in and click on my particular order. And again, anything that you have will come up, and you'll see here, this is a listing 000. So it's scheduled to come out. See how that hasn't really started yet? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click view or edit. Once I click on view and edit, I'm going to be able to see in real time what this is going to actually look like. So here, let's say I'm Judy. I have my name, I have my photo, Coldwell Banker Realty, the properties, some information. This is the Facebook ad that's going out. I'm also going to be able to look at this ad on the web. Now you can click through and you can see what these would look like, preview your ad. You can make changes if you'd like. I always leave it alone because they built these with all the algorithms. So I'm just going to let it be and let the algorithms do their job. This ad will run for this amount of time. And this is the money part right here. I really want to impress my seller because I want to get those referrals later. I want to get that repeat business later. I want to build my business. I want to increase my sphere of influence. And again, I want to make more money. So I'm going to include add seller info. They won't contact them unless I put this info in here, and I can add as many sellers as I need to. Anybody that's included on the listing agreement can be placed in here. I want to put their full name, first and last, and their email address. I want to send them an ad preview when the campaign starts. I also want to send them something when it's ended to let them know that X amount of people have engaged, X amount of people have clicked through, and X amount of people have actually seen your ad on the internet. Now, that's really important because in most cases, you can have 10 to 20,000 ad views. Wow, does that sound impressive? I love it because my face and my name go with it. So it's really marketing me, the agent, as well. The other thing that this does is it's going to stalk your seller on the internet. When they go to the Weather Channel or CNN or NBCSN, any of the sports channels, HGTV, they're going to see their own ad when they see those little ads that pop up on the side of the screen. The other thing that you're able to do, don't forget that once this does start running, we want to go into this Engage tab here. You'll see no one has done anything yet because it's not quite live, but then you're going to get a list that's going to come up here. It's going to say Susie Q at gmail.com, whatever her email is, her name is, or his. It'll come up and it'll say if they unlocked photos, did they calculate their mortgage payment, did they get directions. It'll give you their name and their email address. You're able to take that information, put it into your CRM, do some drip marketing, do your lead generation, turn those leads into clients, expand your sphere, make more money. And there will be a button here for you to export the entire list at one time. If that's something that confuses you, please reach out to me. Reach out to your field marketing specialist. We're here to help. That's what our job is. We're here to help you get these leads and be able to market to them. Then we'll see on the 12th, the update will be published. This will go out to about 30,000 agents in the area. Anybody that lives, or I should say works, if their office is in the area, if they've bought, sold, or rented in the area. And then within 7 days, the proof for your business slideshow, for that professional voiceover slideshow is going to be in there. You get 20 seconds for silver, 30 seconds for gold, 40 seconds for platinum. And just remember that you do have a proof for that. And I always like to point that out because when you go in for that proof, what it's going to do is, and again, I'll click right through and show you. But if you click through down to that professional video, it's going to give a script. It's going to give a pronunciation. So Vicky Weidel, to make sure we're pronouncing her name instead of Weedle. It's Weidel like it should be. And at the time, this has already been done, so it's going to be grayed out now, but at the time, she could go in and edit this. Now, you only have so many characters because, again, we don't want to be Speedy Gonzalez like I am when I talk. We want it to be very professional. They want to make sure that they have all of the information that you would like included. Maybe I don't want it to say recessed lighting. Maybe I want it to say brand new kitchen. That's just because they do have to take that long property description and whittle it down to fit in that, this is not going to fit in 20 seconds. So just know that that is there for you. This timeline here and delivery dates, all of it is here for you to, we can select the metro, select the start date, get those delivery dates, and you can put them into your calendar. And again, that's just found from Listing Concierge, that little menu there, and timelines. So that's going to get you started and let you know where those are. And that is how you calculate your timeline.